Revelation 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Akwadash. Double honors into the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. This is your brother Taziar Ariyah coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. The water, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, for putting his spirit on me to do this lesson in the Lord's will. It is edifying to the sheep and to the flock of Yahweh Yahushai. Two so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans whose forefathers go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You are indeed the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, and it's time for you to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right. Again, Revelation 11 verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. Got a couple, just two articles, or one article in the video. I got pulled up. This is from the week. This is less updated 5 days ago. It says, how close are we to World War III? And it says right here, this their estimate or whatever. It says the chance of a global conflict breaking out over the next decade is 30 to 35%. An international defense expert has warned. It says Peter Apps, author of The Next World War, The New Age of Global Conflict and the Fight to Stop It, wrote in the Express that from Whitehall to Washington, from Estonia to Taiwan, military powers large and small are escalating their preparations for a global confrontation. Others may disagree about the precise likelihood of a world war erupting in the near future. What is clear, though, is that the risk is considerably higher now than many believed it would be at the beginning of the decade. Continuing on. Where is it at? Salakia, where was that at? The point where you could read all of this on your own, but there was a point where it was saying, Salakia, I'm gonna find it. Bear with me, Babaku Shah. Oh, here it is, yeah. Salakia. It says from Taiwan to Estonia and Latvia Latvia, the prospect of a third world war feels closer than ever, said the Telegraph, unless you're one of those people who thinks it's already begun. And guess what? We are one of the people that think it's already begun. It just hasn't reached its peak yet. The Lord is already orchestrating these things. It just we're waiting for, it to fully manifest and come to pass. It's all according to prophecy. You see, Esau has a way of, telling the truth within lies, man. He'll give you the truth, but surrounded with a whole bunch of lies, man. And these devils know what's going to happen, and these devils know what's coming down a pipeline, man. Especially the elites of Esau, man. That's why they're preparing these different bunkers and and trying to, hide themselves, man, because they know what's about to happen. They know it's about to get on the crack, and they know a lot of unalivement is about to happen, man. Okay, so hey, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, man. Like the Lord said, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay. I got another. Where's it at? Let me grab it now. Oh, Salakia. Where was it at? It might have been Salak. There it is, right here.
The assassins have arrived in raid. Download now to claim the legendary Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Come on. All right.
Just hours ago, a major pillar of global security quietly collapsed, and the United Nations is warning this could not have happened at a worse time. The last remaining nuclear arms control treaty between the United States and Russia, New START, has officially expired. ending more than 5 decades of limits on the world's most powerful nuclear arsenals. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres calling this a grave moment for international peace and security. For the first time in over 50 years, there are no binding limits on the strategic nuclear weapons of the two countries that hold more than 80% of the world's nuclear warheads. Under New START, both sides were limited to 1,550 deployed strategic warheads, a nearly 30% reduction from previous levels. That safety net is now gone. Guterres warns that decades of arms control, agreements that made the world safer, are now unraveling. And he says the risk of a nuclear weapon being used is the highest it has been in decades. This warning comes against the backdrop of the war in Ukraine, where Russia has previously floated the idea of using tactical nuclear weapons, adding to global fears of escalation. Former leaders from both sides have also sounded the alarm. Dmitry Medvedev saying the treaty's expiry should alarm everyone. Barack Obama warning it could spark a new arms race and make the world less safe. President Joe Biden had extended New START for 5 years.
Real quick, the world is not and will not be safe with these devils in power, man. It says in Proverbs 28 and or 29 and 1 or 28 and 1, it says what? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn. And guess what? Ever since this devil has gotten back into power and he's been loose for this little season, man, the world has been mourning, man. So the earth has not been safe ever since this devil has been in the power. That's why this devil has to be taken out of power, man. Okay, and that's why Yahweh Shai is to usher in the kingdom of heaven, man. Righteousness, true righteousness on the planet earth forever, man. Because if it was up to this devil, everything would be destroyed. Everything, every mechanism that this devil uses has a destroying goal or tactic to it. Anything this devil creates, but you got to understand, why is that? Because he is the sword. He was blessed with the sword. What is a sword? A weapon of destruction. So anything this devil creates, there is a destroying mechanism to it. No matter how beneficial it is, there's a destroying mechanism that goes with it. For example, your phone, your TV, your Apple Watch, your car, the water, the air. This devil is wiser than Daniel, as the scriptures say. But here it is. He's destroying everything. That is his role. And that's why he has to be removed.
In 2021, but relations between Washington and Moscow rapidly deteriorated after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Under Donald Trump, the U.S. did not pursue a follow-up agreement, despite a Russian proposal for a short extension. Diplomatic momentum simply stalled. Now, both countries confirm they are no longer bound by any obligations under the treaty. Russia saying it will act responsibly, but warning of decisive countermeasures if threatened. Global leaders are urging urgent action. Pope Leo XIV calling on both sides to do everything possible to avoid a new arms race.
And you got to understand, with these two, this is Esau against Esau, man. This is Esau against himself. And what did the Lord say? Any kingdom divided against itself, it shall not stand, but be brought to desolation. This devil is being brought down. We're watching the Lord strategically bring this place down from the inside out, man. Putting Esau against himself. The Lord did the same thing to us, man. When we were split, what happened? Our kingdom was brought to an end, man. We were brought to a desolation. The same thing's gonna happen to Esau, Edom, but worse, man. This devil is through. It's over with, man. And we're just going to continue to wait patiently for the Lord, man, and wait patiently for these prophecies to come to pass, man. Because they will come to pass. And this devil will be brought down, man.
Global leaders are urging urgent action. Pope Leo XIV calling on both sides to do everything possible to avoid a new arms race. The United States, meanwhile, says any future deal must include China, whose nuclear arsenal is growing rapidly, though it remains far smaller than those of the US and Russia. The clock is now ticking, with no limits, no verification, and no clear path forward. As the world enters this new, uncharted nuclear era, the question is no longer if talks should resume, but how long the world can afford to wait.
So if you want to find this video, as you can see, it's right here. It's on this channel right here. Let's get some precepts, man. All right. So we already got that. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." You see? So this is just the beginning, man. This is all just the beginning. And you can see this is all according to prophecy, man. The third woe will happen in your lifetime, man. You know, again, we wait patiently on the Lord, we're on the Lord's time, but we can see this thing, brewing, we can see this thing, we can see this place falling, man. And this place will not get up. It will not be able to be healed. Okay. In 2 16 and verse 13, it says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." Now you got to remember, to the best of their ability, they were explaining what visions they were seeing from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So they were saying arrows, but whenever you see a missile being shot and you see the picture of an arrow of the missile, it looks like an arrow, man. You know, and the same way an arrow is shot up into the air and it comes down with precision, the same thing those missiles are going to do. And it said what? That the Lord shall not miss. So that means what? The Lord is going to make sure each missile that's being shot out, each thermonuclear missile that's being shot out, will what? Will hit its target. Okay. It says, "Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?" You see, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? You see, this place, man, is going to get destroyed. You know, whenever they say overkill in the video games, this place is going to get overkilled, man, by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in the most dramatic, beautiful fashion. The most dramatic, scary, beautiful fashion, man. You know? The grand finale of this place is going to be very, very scary and beautiful all in one. Because again, the Lord is going to destroy this place, man. Okay? Let's get this real quick. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles," talking about the actual heathen. "Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." And see right here, that goes to show you that right here, understanding that there's wars and rumors of wars, man. That's what goes to show you that those little small hats, the little spankies, okay, the Jew ISH are not the true Hebrew Israelites, man. Because if they were, there would be no more talks of war. There wouldn't be no more swords turning into plowshares, man. Because those are what the tools of agriculture, farming and everything, you know, there would be no more talks of war. There would be no rumors of war. None of that, man. There will be peace upon the earth because the righteous will be in authority. But that goes to show you that the righteous aren't in authority, but the wicked is bearing rule right now, man. It says, verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, because thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, meaning what? Yahweh's judgment. It says, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. You see? The Lord is going to judge all the heathen, all those different armies, man, that go to the Yahweh Shaphat. Okay? Meaning what? Yahweh's judgment. They will be destroyed. And then ultimately, the Lord's going to make them come together to fight against the Lord Yahweh Shai when he returns. Okay? And even though they're going to be scared, the Lord said what? That he's going to make them yet durst fight, man. Because the Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. That's in Exodus 15. The Lord loves to see a good fight, man. And even though there are going to be no match to Yahweh Shai and the host of heaven, they're still going to fight. The Lord is still going to put it in their spirit to fight, just like he did with Pharaoh in ancient Egypt. He gave up. When his firstborn ended up being unalive during the time of the Passat, the Passover, he gave up. He was like, man, get the hell out of here, man. I don't want no more, no more business with y'all. And what happened after that? The Lord put it in his spirit. Nah, go get him. And what did he do? He went to try to go and unalive Jake, man. And eventually what? Was drowned, man. Okay. Was swallowed up. Swallowed up in the Red Sea, man. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20. It says, the earth shall roll to and fro like a drunkard. Why is that, man? Because of those thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay. It says, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. So just like a drunk person, when you super drunk, they ain't got no money, they rocking to and fro. That's how the earth is gonna be when all them different missiles hit, man. It's gonna be a very, very scary thing, man. And that's why when the prophets, when they were seeing these visions, man, some of them, and these were what you would consider and call a man's man. They were falling sick when they were seeing these different visions that the Lord was giving them of what's going to happen in today's age, man. That's why Ezra said, woe is me, woe is me. Who shall deliver me those days? Because they also understood what? They also understood what's the word I'm looking for? Salakia. Not Salakia. They understood you know, what is the word? Salakia. It just slipped my mind. Salakia. Uh Not resurrection, but not resurrection. Oh, I forget the word. Salakia. It literally just slipped my mind as I was speaking. I was thinking of it, and it didn't come out as I was trying to say it. Salat. But oh man, whatever. But they understood that coming like this, like the scriptures say that the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, man. Okay, so Edris understood that. Hey, he knew he was gonna he's gonna be back here today. You know, the Edge is gonna be back here today. Whatever brother he is, man, prophesying and doing the will of the Lord, man. But the third woe is coming quickly, man. And oh boy, there is no turning back for Esau Edom, man. You are finished and you are through. So, Lord's word, this was edifying and straight to the point. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak, Wadash, the barnes and to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. This is your brother Tazior Ariyah. Till next time, I want to say Shalom. Wa Abba Baba Shalom.